the small French village of Pont St. Esprit in the southern Mediterranean, an idyllic place to live during the 1950s. However, the inhabitants of the town were soon thrown into the depths of madness. Not just one person, but nearly everyone in the town were suffering bizarre and frightening symbols of insanity. Strange hallucinations. News reports at the time commented, "They are scenes straight out of the Middle Ages, scenes of horror and pathos, full of sinister shadows. Among the stricken, delirium rose. Patients thrashed wildly on their beds, screaming that red flowers were blossoming from their bodies, that their heads had turned to molten lead." Pont St. Esprit's hospital reported 4 attempts at suicide. What could have caused this terrible outbreak? According to the recent book, A Terrible Mistake, by author H.P. Albarelli Jr., the culprit was LSD. LSD, the drug made popular during the 60s, could take you far, far out on a mind-bending journey. It could be a trip into discovery if taken properly, but could also be a descent into hell if you were unprepared. And the citizens of Pont St. Esprit certainly had no idea that they were being used as guinea pigs in a sinister experiment performed by the CIA. Albarelli reports that the outbreak resulted from a covert LSD aerosol experiment directed by the U.S. Army's top-secret Special Operations Division at Fort Detrick, Maryland. The experiment was based on the assumption that a small amount of the potent drug in a main water supply, or sprayed in the air, could disorient and turn psychotic an entire company of soldiers, leaving them harmless and unable to fight. The CIA entertained a number of proposals from American scientists concerning placing a large amount of LSD into the reservoir of a medium to large city, but, according to former agency officials, the experiment was never approved due to the unexpected number of deaths during the operation in France. The experiments weren't just on the French. Other testing sites included Canada, Europe, and even the New York subway system. Between the Army and the CIA, LSD was tested on nearly 9,000 unwitting people, including servicemen and patients in mental hospitals. At least 4 deaths and 1 murder were the direct result of these experiments. Read more about it in A Terrible Mistake, The Murder of Frank Olsen and the CIA's Secret Cold War Experiments by H.P. Albarelli Jr., out now in bookstores or through TrineDay.com.